Have you played me Radiohead again?
No.
Oh, right. Okay. Because I was about to get mad at you. I was like, you can't just keep on, like... I tell you that I don't like Radiohead and you keep on playing me Radiohead.
I haven't. There you go.
It did sound Radiohead-esque.
Well, I used to have comparisons with
Okay.
Radiohead. Maybe it's the falsetto that you...
Oh, yeah, I think, that. Yeah. I mean, I like parts of it. I didn't like the falsetto bits.
Really?
And the wailing.
Weird. Funny you mention that, because they had to change record labels in the US when this was about to be released, because the record label over there demanded they re-record it with less falsetto.
Well, I agree.
But they said
less wailing,
they said
please.
no, and they didn't.
I
don't know. I think it's nice. I think it. It's like a. It's more of an instrument. I think it gives a different feel with falsetto.
Do you ever do falsetto on your?
Yeah.
Wait, what tune have you done falsetto
on? Like, I don't know, Run with the Foxes.
Teach me how to run.
Yeah, but in the early verses.
Run.
You had me running away.
Oh, is that falsetto? Oh, okay. Because you used to be a choir boy, didn't you, when you were younger?
I did.
I thought you were just doing that choir boy voice.
I was a classically trained choir boy.
Were you fiddled with by a priest? That's the classical.
Not sexually,
training.
no, not
okay.
sexually.
What other way were you fiddled with?
Well, mentally, you could say.
Mentally tormented. I bet you.
No, it was all good. No, I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Okay.
No,
there are some good ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's falsetto. I didn't even notice that it was. I just thought it was a high note. Well, there you go. Yeah. I like the rocky bits in this.
Yeah.
I would say this is probably my least favourite of the
I'm
tunes of
surprised.
this.
I end with a belter that you know. I think, mate, it was a bit too interesting, wasn't it? There's too much. There's a bit too much going on. A bit too much. There's classical stuff going on, and it's all a bit too. Yeah.
What classical stuff was there?
Well, they kind of mix, like for the piano, the bits at the beginning.
Well,
they're very. This whole album is quite. They were very influenced by mix of stuff, not just rock and pop, but those kind of classical influences.
It was almost like it was two tunes. It was like a DJ, but like they've done a bad job of mixing, and went from like a classical thing into a rock tune that I liked, and then back to some.
You could say that about Bohemian Rhapsody,
and...
couldn't you? Or Paranoid Android that we've listened to previously.
I do like Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, you do have a point. I do. Oh, I see. Oh, I need to think about that.
Yeah. You've not thought it through, Louis.
I've not thought that.
What band was it?
No idea.
Muse.
Oh, I think I like Muse. I've heard of them on the radio.
I've heard of them. I've heard of them on the radio. I thought Muse, yeah. It's like a fucking vox pop of an idiot in a... Oh, I like them, yeah.
Oh, I like them.
Yeah, Muse. 2001, Origin of Symmetry.
Okay.
Mixed by, I mentioned it before, the great John Cornfield.
What's the deal with John Cornfield?
Well, he did Supergrass and he did the first Foxes album. That's the...
Oh, right. Okay, so this was the same producer, did you? Right.
Well, he mixed.
Mixer. Right. Well, I didn't like his mixing and the bad DJ mixing.
Bad
in
DJ.
my mind.
See, I think it's pretty much perfectly mixed. But if,
maybe it's one of those ones that I need to listen to again.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, in what scenario would you listen to that? I have tunes for like different occasions.
Oh, you could listen to this running or walking. This is like, it's like a proper,
I tell you what, this would be good for me. I've been doing Zombies Run.
Oh yeah,
this
I have. That's the app where you have to run away from zombies.
Yeah, and like ever so often they go, quick, there's zombies, you got to run. This would work for that because it's like there's something behind you going, whoa, and it sounds like literally being chased by zombies.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
There you go.
Okay, I have a reason to listen to this now.
I'd recommend the whole album.
I don't know. I don't think I could do a whole album of that.
Oh, I think you should. Oh, it's so good. There's some other tracks. Oh, so good. I'll play you after the podcast. I'll play you.
What's the famous tune that Muse do?
The famous tune. There's lots. There's like Plug-in Baby.
Oh yeah,
that's from
Baby.
That's from this album.
Okay. I'll give this. All right.
My enemies. Yep.
Right, I like that one.
Space Dementia is another cracker.
Okay, I'm going to give them a chance. I'm going to listen to this album.
I'm not so much of a fan of some of the latest stuff, but this is a great song.
I'll go for a zombie run, and I'm going to put this on as my background music.
Yeah, let me know what you think.
Yeah.
And I've got a quote, actually, because I thought this is quite relevant. There's a lot of AI stuff. This is Matt Bellamy. He's the singer.
Okay.
And he said, regarding this song, It's about a semi-fear, and remember this is in 2001, a semi-fear of the evolution of technology, how in reality it's destroying all humanity. My fear is we can't control it because it's moving faster than we are. So the song's setting myself in a location in the future where the body is no longer important and everyone's plugged into a network. Pretty relevant, do you think? What do you think of that?
I mean, I suppose that is like a zombie run, isn't it? It's that wailing. So everyone's just a brain plugged into a network.
Yeah, it's all a bit Matrixy, isn't it, I suppose?
And this tune's... When you explain the lyrics, it does change it, doesn't it? It does, I did get more of an appreciation. I never thought that would be the case, because I thought you just judge on just what your ears hear, you know.
But you hear the lyrics too.
I never pay enough attention to the lyrics. What did he say? I mean, like, it was hard to make out when he's... The
lyrics?
Yeah, go on.
Let's have a look.
I suppose I'm worried that like AI will take over in the future. But right now, there's a lot of hype about ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And I want to call bullshit on that. Right? ChatGPT is not going to take over the world. It's not going to replace our jobs. It's too much hype, right? Have you tried using ChatGPT?
I have.
It makes loads of mistakes.
Oh, I'll have to send... In fact, we did this a couple of days ago, and I asked it to do lyrics in the style of Nigel Thomas, and it came up with some quite funny... funny things.
Let's hear this. But this is it seems like the main use people are using fucking ChatGPT for. What is it called? ChatGPT for is
letters,
crap poetry,
getting out of car parking issues. Oh, where are these?
I just feel like there's enough crap poetry in the world. We don't need more, right? And also, that is it Nick Cave, right? Someone used it to replicate a Nick Cave tune, and he was like, "This is an abomination, right? It has no soul." And the thing about ChatGPT, right, is just it's been trained, like it's read everything on the internet, right, and it just copies or like derivative stuff based on what it's read. So there's no creativity in there at all. It's just a copycat, right? Bad copycat that gets shit wrong.
Yeah.
So it's not going to replace creativity. It's not going to replace someone writing lyrics because it's not inventing anything new. But
then in a way it is if it's mixing. I mean, that's in a way what humans do, isn't it? Mixing different words from different elements. That is kind of mixing. Yeah, it is kind of something new, isn't it? It is kind of being creative.
But this is it's basically doing like based on statistics that this word is most likely be next to this word. So it's gonna choose the most obvious. Well, go on. Let's hear the Nigel.
So Thomas. This is ChatGPT. Some lyrics in the style of Nigel Thomas.
Okay.
So verse 1. I've been dreaming of a better place where we can live in harmony and grace. But every time I wake up, I see the same old face. The face of a world that's falling apart. Then it goes on to the chorus. So I'm holding on to you. You're the only thing that's true. You're the light that guides me through the darkness and the blue. I'm holding on to you. Then there's another verse.
Will you sing it?
Well, I don't have any... I hadn't thought of a melody for it.
Go on.
I could do it. I've been searching for a way to change the things that make us hurt and feel estranged. But every time I try, I end up feeling more deranged. The rage of a world that's burning up. And then the chorus again.
Go sing it.
So I'm holding on to you. You're the only thing that's true. You're the light that guides me through the darkness and the blue. I'm holding on to you. Then the bridge is maybe we can find it better. Maybe we can make it better. Maybe we can find a way. Maybe we can stick together. Maybe we can save the day.
I mean, I think you're all right. The obvious joke would be to say, "Oh well, it's better than your music, Nigel." But actually, but it's not, is it?
Well, thanks, mate.
It's not. I mean, it likes to rhyme, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it likes to rhyme a bit too much.
It's very rhymey, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? It's like someone sort of they know the nuts and bolts.
Oh, and it did a picture. That is a album cover.
Yep.
The sniffling sound is Derek the Pug, who's just walked in on the podcast.
You understand, don't you, Derek the Pug? You understand that this ChatGPT is no creativity at all. That's what. Let's get the mic on that.
No, let's not. We don't need the mic on Derek. Okay. Hello, Derek.
I think musicians are safe for now.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is no threat to genuine soul and creativity.
The final say. The final word.
I have spoken.
I'm going to remind you on this when we're connected to the machines and I look across and I see your Borg-like face with all the implants there and, naturally dribbling. And I'll send a message across to you via the network saying, "Thanks, Louis. You were wrong."
The apocalypse came and you did not warn us.
And you'll be there going, ugh. So I'll remind you of that.
Some fates are worse than death.
A fate worse than death. Pretty bad.
Speaking of fates worse than death, I think we've done the podcast.
We've done the podcast.
People have had to, if they've got this far, you've listened to it to the end. A fate.
Did you enjoy this podcast?
I did. The tunes were bangers. I would listen to them all. I'd even give Muse a go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cracking.
Great.
And I learned some things. And you can definitely have a great band with only 3 members.
There we go. That's what we've learned today.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing you next time.
Until next time.
I really look forward to it, Louis.
I really, really do. As that brain in a jar.
Yep. See you when we're connected to the machines, if not before.
Bye.
Cheerio.